Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time that I made any YouTube video, and it was simply because in my previous airline I was so tired that I couldn't make any video. However, now that I have joined new airline with lots of rest, let's talk about it. So my first video is going to be interview questions and majorly what rounds are there in Etihad, how do you clear the interview, and some tips and tricks. So let's get into my video. Okay, so first thing first, I was about to go for my flight, but then I received a notification that my flight is delayed by 3 hours. So I was like, why not just use this moment and create videos, because I procrastinate a lot about creating videos. Sometimes I sleep a lot. It's new country, everything is new, and sometimes it feels different. Sometimes you feel like sleeping is the only option left. But I thought, let's not waste this thing. So, for me, I applied for Etihad in 2023 January, but I received no mail from them. So, what I did after waiting for more than 1 hour, 1 year, I decided, okay, let me do this one thing. I am going to create another Gmail account. Maybe if I create a new Gmail account, it will give that a boost, and then I will be able to apply, or maybe I will be at least able to attend the interview and know where I stand. I remember in September 2024, I created a new Gmail account because I was fully convinced that yes, this is my chance. I have to leave this airline and join new for my personal growth as well. So I applied on September, made the account. On the same day, I created my Etihad account. At the same time, I did one more thing, which was I created a completely fresh CV. Yes, guys, it's very important. If your CV or if your application is not going to them, it means that it is not ATS friendly, or even if it is, it means that it is not reaching to them, and that is the whole reason why it's not getting to you. And that's what happened to me as well. So I created a completely new CV with different backgrounds, different photo, different skills. Everything was different, and then I applied, and alhamdulillah, in 1 month I received a notification that my CV has been processed further, and I have to wait. I was so happy because that was my first time which happened. Also, one more thing, when I applied back in 2023, I received a mail from them that they have received my CV. But while I was applying again, I checked on my status and it showed me that application not received. So that means that even after you send your application, you have to go to Etihad Career and you have to check their status. If it says that application received, that means that they have received it. But if it says that application didn't receive, or I think application failed, something it comes, that means that your application, they didn't got your application as well, and the Gmail which you received was completely like, because they sent this mail to so many people, it was just a glitch. So you have to make sure, because I also did that. I applied in 2023, and then I was waiting. I got the mail that your application, they have received my application, and I was waiting and waiting, but I didn't got their reward. But once I went and checked into the website, I got to know that they never received my application, and because of that I had to wait for 1.5 years, which is like waste. I will say, which is completely waste. So when once I applied in September, I got a mail in October about that my interview has been my CV has been processed further, and I got my date in November for my video interview round. So that was my that was first round, commonly round. But now Recently, they asked all the employees to give video interview just to see how it is progressing, and I have done that, and it's extremely tiring, and it will make you feel like if you are not into this industry, it will be little difficult for you. So I did almost 25 questions for the new question and answers. If you want that, I can help you with it, but what I had was easy. So we had like 3 to 4 questions. Okay. So we had 3 to 4 questions. The first question was stand straight, introduce yourself, your height, and your work experience in a minute. One thing good about these things are that you can give multiple video rounds. It's not like you just click it and then it gets submitted. No, it lets you see how well you do it for yourself. Next one is, okay, so what interests you about the most about working as a cabin crew member for Etihad Airways? The third question was, in 1 minute, please tell us how you see yourself contributing to the cabin crew role on Etihad Airways flight. So these were the three questions which we got. So the first question was about self-introduction. Second question was about motivation, like what motivated you to apply for the role of cabin crew at Etihad Airways. The third question was about roles and responsibilities. So these are three genres, and in this they choose questions and they will ask you to tell about it. So after giving my interview, when I got the dates, I didn't wait for last minute that I will give at the last, because what I felt is like it's not me. There are many people as well. So if I give it last, there will be high chances that my video interview will be down, will be like lower part. So it will be less chances that maybe my interview would not get that much exposure to the ones who have submitted early. So I took a gap for 2 to 3 days, because we got 1 week, almost 1 week, I think 1 or 2 weeks. So I took a gap for 2 to 3 days, and I made sure that I submitted within that period of time prior, so that it helps me, and I think it will help everyone. Those who give their interview date before the timeline ends are the ones whose interviews might get more exposure than else. Yes. So I submitted, I got the date in November. I submitted my video around in November. Then I got my interview dates in December for January. So they asked us like which date is, no, they didn't ask us actually which date is comfortable. They just told us, please let us know your availability for 28th January. And for me, I had flight on that day. On the next 2 days, then I had off, so I just took sick leave. But one thing which I did was I went 2 days prior to the interview, like it was on 28th, so I went on 26th. One thing was that I don't know if I will be able to get the seat or not, so I took it 2 days prior. I booked hotel over there, and I was doing my preparation there for 2 days instead of waiting for the last moment, because recently I flew with one of the crew, and we both were Indian, so we were just talking about, oh, when did you give your interview and all. And then I got to know that she didn't got the seat on we both had the interview on the same date, but she didn't got the seat, so she had to go back, and then she gave it on some other day, which was the next hiring date. She was lucky enough that there was another hiring date, because now for like past 3 months they have not hired anyone, and they are not even coming in India. But for me, I went prior and I was keeping everything ready. For me, I went to the interview with the intention of this is my last chance and I have to give my best. So it's of 2 days, the interview is of 2 days. So I think so there were more than 200 candidates, and everybody was on invite basis only. So the first one was CV drop. You go over there, you go to the okay, so basically the first day when you come, you sit, you come before time, and they will be very pleased with you if you come before time and sit, because they acknowledge you. Second thing, they will do introduction of Etihad, the whole Etihad, what it is, who are they, what are their motives, what they want to achieve, everything for like more than 1 hour. And after that, you will have a CV drop round where you go and you give your CV. They will ask you some questions about your height, and then like basically they will verify your documents, if this document is proper or not, or if you need any correction. We do that, and then we are done. Still all the 200 candidates are done, we will be sitting over there. So for us that took around 3 to 4 hours. It was too much, I understand, because but they had 200 candidates, and they were focusing on each candidate separately. It was just not like, okay, you give your CV, okay, go back. It was not like this. They were talking to each candidate. They were making sure that they create a rapport between the candidate and the interviewer, so that once the candidate comes, they don't feel nervous in front of them, or so that they lose their chance to become a cabin crew for Etihad. After the CV drop was over in like 3 to 4 hours it took, then yeah, it took 3 to 4 hours for the CV drop round to get over. That took a lot of time, I still remember. After that, they will make you sit in the hall, and they will announce the name, not the number but the name. They will call you by your name. They will call the name of the people, and basically they are the ones who are rejected, and they will take them aside and they will talk to them, and they will say these things are there, these are the faults, and then they will tell that we encourage you to come for the next time and all. And then the second round and third round is basically a mixed round. So we had a group discussion round. You will get a mail. In that mail, you will be divided into groups and with the people with whom you will be doing the group discussion. So for me, we had a table. In the table, we had map, and over there we had small, you can say, placards of things, for example buildings, schools and all. So for me it was like a country, and they asked us like it was a city basically, but it had nothing. So they asked us what things are more important for you, what will you put and why. They wanted to see how well you coordinate with your team members. Do you ask permission before talking? So the important things like, basic etiquettes. For example, if someone is talking, you should not cut them, you should let them talk. If you want to put your point, you have to raise your hand and say, can I speak? So you have to ask permission. Even when they give you a placard and any one of you have to read, you have to say like, is it okay if you want me to read, or do any one of you want to read? So they see how well you talk to them. So that was the easiest round, the group discussion. It was very easy, and we all were talking with each other, which was nice. So once you are done with the group discussion, right beside you there was the same interview. He was taking BMI. So at there, your height will be checked and your weight will be checked. That's it. You either go and sit and wait for everyone to finish, or they will tell you if you want, you can go. You will receive a mail at 8 p.m. for the last round if you get selected, and then you have to come tomorrow. I received my mail around 7:30 for the last round, for which I have to go tomorrow by 9. It say we got the mail, and then there was group numbers along with timings, so we have to go in that time. I went there, personal interview, it took like 15-20 minutes. Yeah, it was more. She was verifying your status. She was verifying your information. She was saying that it is last chance to declare any scars if you want. Also, one thing, in the CV drop they will ask you for your scars. They will check your whole body for the scars, like whatever are visible parts basically. And then in the personal interview they will verify your information, and then they will again check your scars. So they are very strict with the scars, so you please don't hide anything, because if you hide and you get hired and they get to know about it, then you will be terminated because they don't tolerate the scars. I don't know, scars are something which, especially the scars on the vital areas like your nerves, or which looks like you have done something to risk your life. That scar, they don't tolerate that scar. Other scars, they will be 50-50%. But for me, I had a scar on my on my knee. I fell down from the bike, but I didn't declare it because it was not like it was on the invisible, it was not the area marked where I have to declare it to them. However, during my interview, they still asked me if I have any scars, so I declared, and they were okay with it. So after that, after my personal interview, I asked them how much more time will it take for the next round, what are the expected timelines and all. She told me it will take 3 to 4 weeks maximum, like 1 month, and you will get. So I received my, in Jan I gave, in February I received the English test. I gave the English test. That was so difficult. I still remember it was too much questions, too much reading. You need a proper rest before giving that English test. I gave that, and then after 2 months, I received my offer letter. But after offer letter, I had to wait a lot. Like almost, I waited for almost 8 months to get my date of joining. And in those 8 months, I had to continuously mail them and ask them when is the date of joining available, when can I join, and everything. So even though after submitting application, it takes time, but even after clearing all the rounds, it takes time for them to join. So joining Etihad is like a game of patience. You have to be patient, but at the same time you have to ask them when is the next available date of joining, so that you are not left behind. It's like if I don't ask, my application will be in the at the least ones, at the least candidates, because there will be other candidates also mailing and asking them. So their chances of getting date of joining is much more higher than mine, because they want to know when they want to join. As for me, I am waiting for them to give me the mail. So it's better that if you are done with your English test, you get your offer letter. It's good that you mail them every 1 month, not continuously, but every 1 month, asking them when is the date of joining. It's good for them also to know, okay, there is this future crew member who is enthusiastic to join that team and all. So that's also good. So yeah, it was 2 days. For me, it was a very tiring week because I had my flight. Then I came 2 days prior to the interview, and then I had my interview for Emirates as well. If you want, let me know. I will also talk about how my interview went with Emirates, what I liked, what I didn't like. Okay, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching it completely. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And see you soon with more updates. Bye bye.